let's go over some official MCU updates. So we had there was another D23 that went down, and this was in Brazil, right? So in Brazil, more things for Marvel was announced, and we were able to get a glimpse of we got trailers, we got different announcements from Kevin Feige, no less. So actually we got a trailer for What If. So man, let's watch another trailer, y'all. All right. So we got another trailer. Now let's see. And um I think they said that this was actually going to be the last what if season. So they got 3 seasons already. Personally, I still think season 1 is the best one out of those 2 so far. And this one's going to be the last one. Already y'all see they got your boy. They got your boy up there. And they got Monica too. So I like that, you know. But anyway, let's check out this trailer for season 3 of What If. Oh, White Vision.
Let's begin. Up for an adventure?
Always.
To understand, you must learn to see.
What exactly are you proposing?
It's showtime.
Here we go!
Howard, are you sure you can fly this?
Are you kidding? I'm a duck. I was born to fly. Strap in.
Oh, move over.
If we all go down, the world will be left defenseless.
This is the shot we have. We may not get another one. Let's finish it.
Oh, we're good to go.
Oh, they turning into Voltron?
Avenger, assemble.
Oh, they turning into Transformers.
Light him up now.
Down there now.
This is where your story ends. With some mysteries, the only answer is what if.
Maybe it's time that we called in some help?
I am Storm, Voice of Thunder.
Y'all bringing the queen in here? Hold on. Can y'all see that? Goosebumps. That, like, I'm not even joking. Y'all see the goosebump? Y'all bringing the goddess in here, and she got Mjolnir. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. I'm here for this. I am here for this. I don't care. Like, when you have, hold on, let me pull this up. If you're going to give me Storm in anything, especially fresh off of X-Men 97, you have my attention. I'm here. You gonna give her Mjolnir? Man, she gonna give y'all the forecast? Let's go. I'm ready. So it looks like, yes, Storm is going to appear in What If. I'm here for that. Love every moment about that. To me, I think that is fantastic. So yeah, it looks like she is gonna have Mjolnir too. I think she had it in the comics. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she had it in the comics as well. So I'm down for that. Who else was it? I saw y'all boy, hey, you know, they got Mackie to voice himself. So, you know, I mean, what else is he doing, right? So cool. So that's nice. I was wondering who he was. So that is Oscar Isaac, and he is going to be playing Moon Knight in What If. So I'm a little curious because he seems kind of sane at this point. Doesn't seem all that crazy like he normally is. But I don't know. I'm curious about whatever Voltron Power Ranger stuff that they about to do, and who y'all got to fight. Who do y'all have to fight that you got to combine all these Megazords together like that? So all right. We'll see. But I am interested in this. This has my attention. This has my attention. Like, and here's the thing: when it comes to What If, the reason why I like the first season so much is because they literally just presented it as an anthology, and they were like, "Nah, it's not connected. It's a bunch of different stories." And that's fine. Like, to me, I'm like, that's what made the comic What If so interesting, because it didn't have to be tied to anything. It was just kind of like, man, in this world, this is what would have happened if this person married that person, or if this person went down this path, or whatever. And I really liked it. And then they lied, of course, because even at the very end, they did connect everything, right? So whatever. But I didn't really care too much for season 2, because it was like all Peggy Carter focused, and it's not because I don't like Peggy Carter. It's just the fact that, like, I like the anthology stuff. I like the fact that it wasn't that connected. It's fine to have loose connections, but they really just kept on making this damn near a season for Peggy Carter, and I was like, yo, that's a little much. But I do see where I'm interested in what they do with this season 3, because it does look, you got all the Watchers coming in here, because the other Watchers, they might be mad at the current Watcher now, because he been interfering and he not supposed to interfere. So they might jump him. His brothers might come in and jump him. We don't know. That'll be interesting to see. But I am curious about where they go with this. So we gonna see where they go. We did get an update about Fantastic Four. So we do have an official synopsis of what Fantastic Four, the first steps. Now we know what it's going to be about. It says here, set against the vibrant backdrop of a 1960s inspired retro futuristic world, forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, the Fantastic Four must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald Silver Surfer. And if Galactus plans to devour the entire planet and everyone on it weren't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. I don't know what that means. I mean, if you eat my planet, I don't know how much more personal it can get beyond that. Like, what are we talking about? But I did read a couple rumors. And y'all, I don't care about this movie. Like, Fantastic Four is not something high on my bingo card list, or on my list. But the rumors were basically that they were going to show the Fantastic Four fighting all these kind of villains and stuff. I think somebody said Mole Man might be in there somewhere. Whatever. I'm whatever. I am curious, and I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but I'm wondering if Franklin Richards is going to be in this. Because if Franklin Richards, if he is in this, that's an automatic game changer. And if you don't know what Franklin Richards is or what he can do, wow. Like, that's a powerhouse right there. So I'm curious to see what they do. But I think they also confirmed officially that old girl from Ozark, she is going to be the Silver Surfer. But as I was cautioning people before that were jumping out and to conclusions, this does take place in an alternate universe. So this is not the official 616. This is another universe where the Silver Surfer is a female, and it's not Norn Rad. But 9 times out of 10, they'll probably come on over to our universe. They'll probably cross paths. And then we'll probably get the 616 Norn Rad later, which I still hope does end up being Lakeith Stanfield. I think that role for him would be really good. I cannot believe, and I will not forgive some of y'all for actually saying Lakeith should be Blade. No, but Silver Surfer, yes, I think he would be a very, very good Silver Surfer. let's see. Now we do have some updates here, and this is from the big boss man himself, Kevin Feige. So Kevin Feige took to the stage and he gave some official updates and announcements on a couple different properties for the MCU. And of course, listen, when it comes to Marvel, you got the rumors and the leakers. You got to take that with a grain of salt because maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. You got the big trade outlets, Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, blah, blah, blah. They'll report stuff, whatever. We have to take whatever Kevin Feige says as gospel, right? If he says it, it has to happen. And if it doesn't happen, that's on him, right? It don't get no more official until Kevin Feige says something. All right. This is why I hold his feet to the fire, because he was the one that told us Blade was coming, and all we got was a voice. That's on him, right? He was the one that said we're not going to recast T'Challa, and we got all the mess that we got. That's on him. Okay. So I take what Kevin Feige says seriously. Now he's the one that said we have no plans for Eternals 2. I take that very seriously. And I think that is something we should all take to heart, because ain't gonna be no Eternals 2 at all. Anyway, so Kevin Feige had a couple other things to say. And here were a couple things here. He says here that his favorite MCU moments was Tony Stark saying, "I am Iron Man," Black Panther being revealed for the first time, and the portal sequence in the Avengers movies. I'm assuming he means, the on your left. Those are some great moments. Those are some fantastic moments. I know for me, the Black Panther showing up in Civil War, that was everything. That was it for me. If you could find a way to make Black Panther show up in Doomsday or in Secret Wars, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be that guy that's going to be screaming from the top of my lungs. I'm going to be that guy that's going to be clapping until the credits are done. If you show me T'Challa is back, I might shed a tear. It might be 2 thug tears. I don't know. But please let it be. But those are some good moments. I agree with those moments. Those are definitely some good ones. I mean, the on your left, that is absolutely a fantastic scene. I don't know if I could think of like any other better scenes or moments in the MCU right now, but those would be it. I think those would be it. There were some heartbreaking scenes. I mean, when T'Challa got dusted, my heart sank. I didn't like that. I know everybody else was crying over Spider-Man. Oh, Mr. Stark, I don't feel too good. Yeah, okay. Man, when T'Challa was like, "Come on, Okoye." Okay. Oh, I almost turned pale. Anyway, let's see, what else did he say? He did have something to say about Scarlet Witch. On the future of Scarlet Witch in the MCU, he said, "All I can say is that we're excited to find out when and how she can come back." So basically, she ain't dead. Or maybe she did die. I don't think she died. I don't think she died at all. Because you did see that little puff of smoke right before. So for all we know, she got teleported. It's either that or she had a bad case of magic gas. I don't know. But I don't think she died. We already saw the weird stuff happen in Agatha. I won't spoil it for people that haven't seen it. But if what they did in Agatha could happen, it kind of makes sense that, yeah, Scarlet Witch ain't finna be gone either. Okay, so take that for whatever you want, how you will. Now this, I like, well, no, let's do this one first. So Kevin Feige says the X-Men will be important to the MCU after the events of Avengers Secret Wars. First of all, let me just say, duh, they better. Listen, I know a lot of y'all have been out there saying, man, Phase 4 sucks. Man, Marvel has been slacking. Listen, I've been right there with you. I've been agreeing with that. I've been calling Marvel out for when they've been messing up with stuff. Hi there, Thor 4. What's up, Quantum Mania? Y'all have been messing up. But I've told y'all this before as well. When it comes to anything you see on screen, whatever you see on screen with Marvel, anything, keep in mind how the production and the studio stuff works. If you see it on screen, that was something that came up through an idea 5 or more years ago. We are always behind. So all the crap that we saw on screen that did not work, a lot of that came from the pandemic era. That was when the pandemic happened. That was when Bob Chapek was in charge. That was when Disney forced Marvel. Yes, they can force them because they are their daddy. They forced Marvel to make more stuff at a higher pace and more quantity. And all that stuff was done with little to no supervision. The quality control was crap. This is why, and I've been saying it for years now, I'm not excited for anything in the MCU until after 2025. So, Cap 4, not excited for that. I don't know, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, I'm not excited for that. I'll watch it, but I'm not excited for it. The only exception I had was Deadpool and Wolverine, because I knew that was more of a Ryan Reynolds thing than it was a Kevin Feige pandemic belief, idea. So that was the only exception. I think I've been very clear about that too. Deadpool and Wolverine, that's the only thing that was going to get me excited. However, once we get to Avengers Doomsday, once we get to Secret Wars, now I'm going to start looking at Marvel in a different way. Now you guys are going to have all the time to have all the stupid fun you want with the multiverse. Ooh, Robert Downey is Dr. Doom. I don't care. Because after Secret Wars, that is going to be the time where Marvel has the opportunity to be done with the multiverse, to be done with all this time travel nonsense, and hopefully do a soft reboot, because whatever they do after Secret Wars, so what is that, in 2027? That's going to become the new norm. After 2027, supposedly should be, this is who our X-Men are going to be. This is who our T'Challa should be. This is who our Captain America. This is going to be our new Iron Man. Whatever. Ain't going to be no multiverse. Ain't going to be 50 million variants. Ain't going to be all these switch ups with time travel. None of that is going to save them after 2027. Why do I say that? Because if the X-Men, if what they do after Secret Wars, if that's going to be the most important thing, guess what? That's Marvel's A card. That is their A+ character or franchise, their property that they can do the most with. This whole time, ever since 2008, Marvel has been playing with one hand behind their back. They did not have their highest grossing characters on their lineup. They didn't have the rights to all their characters until 2019. It took them 9-something years for them to finally get those rights from Fox. And then, of course, they sprinkled a couple mutants here and there. But now that they have, I don't know, 95% of their character rights back, except for Spider-Man. Now that they got all their weapons in their holster, now that they really can cook, this is where I think we can really judge Marvel even more. Because this is the same reason I had a harder critique against the DCU or DCEU. DC did not have any character right issues. They had all the players on the table. They had all the reason in the world to take their time, do their thing, but they rushed it and they messed up with Zack Snyder. As an overall, the DCEU was a failure. Overall, you could like a couple movies here and there, but it was not a success. That's why they have to restart, by the way. Marvel, they at least had an excuse that they couldn't do everything, and they had some misses, but they had way more hits, way more. But after Secret Wars, this is when we can really say, okay, Marvel, I don't care about that no Channing Tatum gambit. Have your little fun with that, okay? I know you're going to make a name for yourself out here. Okay, that's fine. Have your little fun. But what you do in 2027 moving forward, that is going to be the new norm. So if Kevin Feige is sitting here saying that the X-Men are going to be, really, really important, we have to take him for his word for that. And that is what I'm going to judge the MCU on. I'm going to judge the MCU because we saw what Fox did with the X-Men, and it was terrible. They gave us a couple good ones. Shout out to First Class. Shout out to X2. Shout out to Days of Future Past. They gave us a couple good ones, but we're not going to forget Last Stand. We're not going to forget Apocalypse. We're not going to forget the nonsense. Actually, I hope we can forget the nonsense of Dark Phoenix. I hope we can. But now the ball is going to be in your court. You said they're important, Kevin Feige. X-Men, that's it. This is going to be the barometer. This is going to be the real test of what Marvel can do. Okay? Moving forward, Kevin Feige gave a little bit more. He said he spoke on Miles Morales, on when he will be introduced in the MCU. He said Miles will appear in the third Spider-Verse movie. Well, duh. Like, yeah, we know that. Which is in production. He said, I hope that shortly after that, he can enter in the MCU in live action. First of all, if you've been paying attention, Kevin Feige, I don't even know why you're trying to play cute with this. Amy Pascal has already ratted you out. I've told y'all about Amy Pascal and how Amy Pascal basically, she's the other co-producer, right, for the Spider-Man stuff with Sony, even though she got fired from Sony. But Amy Pascal, Spider-Man is her bread and butter. This is how she gets her checks cashed. This woman was like, man, we finna have 6 Spider-Man movies. Kevin Feige was like, if you don't shut up. Shut up. Amy Pascal don't care. She gonna let y'all know what we gonna do because that's the money for her. And she already commented on Miles Morales. She was like, oh yeah, we have to get these other movies done, and then we'll go looking for a Miles Morales for live action. So Kevin Feige talking about, I don't know. I hope we get a Miles. Maybe he'll come to the MC. Kevin, it's done. It's already done. Okay, your partner in crime already done snitched on you. We know it's going to happen, but we also know that whatever happens, it's going to be set up later. So yes, you have a Spider-Verse movie. That has to happen with Miles Morales. Now, whether that'll affect the live action, we don't know. It is a multiversal thing. Then you also have the next Tom Holland movie. That Tom Holland movie, what is that, Spider-Man 4 or whatever? That movie in itself is going to set a new course, and Spider-Man is going to supposedly deal with more multiversal things, according to rumors. He's going to play a role in Secret Wars again, of course. So it is possible that we will maybe get mentions of Miles in Spider-Man 4, but you will probably see Miles, whether it's in a Sony product or that Marvel also helps with, or in the MCU after or during Secret Wars. So I think that we won't get Miles in live action for at least another 4 years, 3 to 4 years, and then we'll finally get a live action Miles Morales, I think, based off of this. So it's good to know that that is happening at some point. But the biggest news from Kevin Feige at D23, and he said this before, but I like the fact that now he's doubling down. And it was on Blade. So yes, we have yet again an official confirmation from the head boss of Marvel about the future of Blade. And this is what he said. We are committed to Blade. We love the character. We love Mahershala Ali's version of him. I can say that the character will make it to the MCU. It's official. Again. Now again, this is the same guy that paraded Mahershala Ali on stage in 2019, 5 years ago, and was like, hey, Blade is coming, y'all. And we ain't got nothing since, except for a voiceover. And I've already told y'all, the problem with everyone having these hopes dashed about Blade, that's on Kevin Feige. That's on Marvel. Why would you show us something and not give it to us? Especially if you were not ready. You didn't have a director. You didn't have a finalized script that everybody agreed on. You jumped the gun. You put the cart before the horse. And you got our expectations and hopes up. You know how ready I was to bust out the credit card and buy out that theater so we could go have that Blade watch party? Meanwhile, Mahershala Ali done turned 50-something years old. He could have had 2 movies under his belt by that time, at least. Let's also not forget that it was Mahershala Ali that brought that idea to Kevin Feige. Hey, maybe you should do a Blade movie. I want to help. So this was not something on Marvel's list or a priority list. But in past interviews, Kevin Feige did say, and I have this on my page, y'all saw it. He did say, we're waiting for something. I'm paraphrasing. He wants to wait for that magic thing. Kind of like how Hugh Jackman was the magic ingredient for making Deadpool and Wolverine big, making it a spectacle. Kevin Feige wants something like that for Blade. Last time I checked, Wesley Snipes is still alive. If Wesley Snipes is not the magical ingredient, a la how Hugh Jackman was for Deadpool and Wolverine, if Wesley Snipes ain't that magical ingredient for Blade, I don't know what is. What else are you going to do? Who are you going to bring in? Are you going to get Eddie Murphy and dress him up and bring him in as a vampire? Like, are we doing Vampire in Brooklyn? Is that what you need? Is that the magic you think is going to make this work? It's Blade. If you give us Blade in a I'm not even saying it has to be, super simple, but I'm just saying, if you just give us Blade the way that you gave us Black Panther. We had no expectations for Black Panther. You brought him in. He was a supporting character in Civil War. He was dope. Matter of fact, I don't even understand. Why don't you just bring Blade in Doomsday? Bring him in Secret Wars. Just bring him in. Just bring him in, give him 5 minutes, let him do a little cameo, and then listen, that's how you pacify people. That's how you give us the appetizer. I told y'all this before. If you put Blade in as just a quick little cameo, you're giving us some breadsticks. You're giving us a little salad. Okay? We know that the steak is going to take a little longer to cook. I understand that. But you can't just leave us at the table with a glass of water, still waiting over 5 years, and we ain't got no bread or salad. That's not okay. That is terrible customer service. But for all those people out there, because a lot of y'all been in my comments, listen, y'all know it don't get no more pro-black than me over here with this. A lot of y'all talking about Marvel don't like black characters. Marvel don't want to support a black character. The man, let's read it again. We're committed to Blade. This is the president, the head of Marvel Studios. The only hire he gets behind this is Bob Iger at Disney. This is the guy in charge of making decisions. What did he just tell y'all? We're committed to Blade. We are committed to Blade. We love the character. We love Mahershala Ali, his version of him. He said the character's going to make it into the MCU. Now, the last part, that's the part where I'm going to have some issues with. But this is why I keep trying to tell y'all to try and avoid the whole motivation, the conspiratory type of thinking. Man, they hate black people. Oh, man, they hate this. They just told you. The same guy that gave y'all Black Panther, the same guy that gave y'all more black characters in superhero movies than any other studio has done at all, he's telling y'all they're going to do this. He's telling y'all that he likes this character. He likes Ali. They're trying to make it work. I don't know what else we need. I don't know what else. So, again, I'm going to hold him to his word because that's all we got. I'm going to hold him to his word and see what he has to say, what he's going to do with this. But I will say that I do like the fact that at least he said something, but you got to show us something. Like at this point, words don't matter. I'm sorry. Words don't matter as much. They don't hold as much weight compared to, hey, Ali is going to show up in a cameo in Daredevil. Hey, Ali is going to show up in a cameo in, I don't know, Cat 4, whatever. At least show the man. Anyway, you guys let me know. How did you feel about these MCU updates? Which updates are you liking? Which ones are you not liking? Maybe you are you excited for What If Season 3? How are you feeling about the X-Men being important in the MCU? And what do you think about this official Blade update? You know, I need to see more. I need to see something. All that talk is cheap. That's all I'm saying at this point. It's talk is cheap. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.